Do you want to invest in real estate without having to show a W-2? Let me introduce you to the loan product that may be able to help you out. This is real estate's kind of secret. It's called a DSCR loan. And this is a quick way to scale your portfolio, and say if you don't have a W-2 job. So what is DSCR? DSCR is debt service coverage ratio. This is the type of loan that is designed specifically for real estate investors. This is a unique thing in that it's not based on personal income, it's based on the cash flow of the property. Lenders use this to determine the income can cover the mortgage. So we're going to break down in plain English of how we can do a DSCR loan. So I'm making this video because I had a viewer that wanted a little more information on it, because I talk a lot about the BRRRR on the channel. So DSCR loan is usually the type of loan that I get at the end of my BRRRR projects, which if you don't know what BRRRR is, it's buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. So this would be the refinance part. So I just want to do a quick little breakdown on what DSCR loans are. I got an example written down here, so if you see me kind of looking off, I'm looking at my notes where I can give you a good example, because people challenge my math on this channel, which is no big deal, but I'll try to give you the best math I can while trying to record this video. So DSCR loan is net operating income divided by the debt. So the debt payment, so your mortgage. So let's do a breakdown of the net operating income divided by the debt payment. For example, if a property brings in $2,000 a month after expenses and your mortgage is $1,600, that gives you a DSCR loan of 1.25, which means that the property brings in 25% more than the mortgage, which is usually strong enough to qualify for this loan. Now, most lenders want to see more than 1%. That means that the property 1% rule, if you're not familiar with that, is 1%. You're getting 1% of the rent of what you're totally invested in, and this is a little different. So with that, if you're $100,000 in, you have to be renting it out for $1,000 to get that 1% rule. So 1% ratio, I've never seen a lender that's just going to do right at 1% on a DSCR loan. So they usually want like a 1.2, as safe to say. So some of the things that are good, some of the things that are beneficial about the DSCR loan is this is a product that full-time investors use, because they don't typically have like W-2 jobs. Self-employed individuals. I have a buddy that's he owns his own lawn care business, and he's also an investor, so he's always looking for like DSCR loans to buy more property. People with multiple properties, so it's sometimes hard to get your conventional loans and other things after you buy 4 or 5 different properties. And this one, DSCR loans are usually, well, I mean, always a lot easier to qualify, because like we talked about previously, it goes off the property and not you. I've even heard of some not even really pulling your credit, maybe doing a soft pull, but credit is a factor for the most part, especially in the beginning. So this is good for Airbnbs, short-term rentals. Some of the more pros is no personal income verification, faster closing. So this is usually a loan that can close in 14 days or less. Great scaling for your portfolio. You can have multiple of these. And then some of the cons. So this is definitely something you have to look out for, because these vary just like any other loan. Some of the cons are higher interest rates, sometimes larger down payments in the 20 to 25%. I found that if the deal is good enough, and we're not going to go too far into this, a lot of the banks will loan you 70 to 75 to 80% of the loan. And if your deal is good enough, then you might not have to come out of pocket on that. That's for another video, but we'll talk about that. Where this loan is definitely not going to work is if the DSCR is below 1%. You're probably not going to qualify. So this is built for properties that cash flow and you want to keep building. It might be worth paying a little more to use a DSCR loan, especially if you're trying to scale. So if you're looking to grow your real estate profile, jumping and not have to jump through the hoops of a typical lender, then you want to find some DSCR lenders. Now, I will warn you, there's a lot of scams out there. Don't fall for them. Find verified DSCR lenders through other people that you know that invest. If you're in my area, which I'm in Indiana, I have a couple DSCR loans that work rather well. I don't endorse anybody on the channel, so I won't give any names. But if you reach out to me on the channel, I'll go ahead and I'll tell you some people that I use. So I hope that this video really helped out, especially the viewer that wanted me to make this video, and maybe to some other people that haven't seen my channel before. So this is the kind of stuff we talk about: loans, real estate, all stuff involved. So I want to thank you for watching, and remember, when you're dealing with a DSCR loan, cash flow is king.